Hi, this is Beat That, and that's exactly what this programme's all about. Each week, I'll be presenting a team of kids with a problem that they have to beat. They'll be given a time limit and very little help from me. So, let's see if this week's team can beat that. This is Trelaw Manor, Hampshire. This week we've decided to organise the Beat That equivalent to a murder weekend. However, because I couldn't find anyone to murder, I've made it a Solve the Mystery weekend. The object is to find a missing power pack lost by Stan, a visiting alien from the planet Zob. In order to track it down, we've planted clues all over the grounds of the estate, which our team have to solve. If they get them wrong, they will qualify for one of these, a Zobite red herring. Lastly, in order to continue our theme, for the purposes of this week only, I shall be Mik the Martian. We start off here in Burnham House, which, because of our space theme, we're calling Mission Control. So, let's meet this week's team. Ah, Earthlings, you must be this week's team. Here's the first clue. So see what you make of that then. Whee. Right. Try opening it. It might work if you take the lid off. Now the time is 2 o'clock on Friday. You've got until dinner time on Sunday to find Stan. Why don't you read the clues out? That way we can hear what they say and find out what they mean. OK, so that's the first problem. There were actually 2 clues in the tin, and for the moment, they've discounted the poem and have gone for the Zob foreign news sheet.
It says the London Space Institute has said today their reporter Gymnasium has found a way of contacting other planets. Not by using tried and tested methods, but instead he leaps about in a special room, he says. His name being Gymnasium. I mean, it's it's a tad subtle, you know.
You leap about in a special room. You leap about in gym.
Gym. Gymnasium. OK, so here it is on the map. But let's also look at the alternatives. There's a church, a greenhouse, a swimming pool, a computer room, an adventure playground and a sandpit. But before they make the final choice... by the way, something I forgot. Every time I give you some clues, you're going to get 3 objects, and you've got to pick one. And here they are. So, there you go. What is it? Never wear spaceman's gloves when you're trying to handle things this small. That's a fork. That's a tuning fork. And I dread to think what this is. Right, so who wants them then? All right, well, you can have that one. And...
We were given a choice of 3 items and we could take...
There you go.
The ones we thought most useful.
So, which one are you going to pick?
And it was really difficult seeing ahead because you just didn't know what was going to happen, so it's more of what would I use if this happened? What wouldn't I use? You know, I mean, you can't predict what's going to happen.
Special room, he says. Do you think we should go to the gym first, or copy that out?
Go to the gym first and see if...
Because, I mean, it is pointing us towards the gym in a sort of majorly subtle way.
Oh, well, never mind. Anyway, it's back to Burnham House. Sorry, Mission Control, to look at the other clue.
The first time when we got the first clue, we had this sort of 3 paragraphs jumbled up. It was some of it had wrong letters, and it didn't have any spaces. So we decided to put it on our word processor first with plus.
So it's all off to the computer room to do some word processing.
Well, we can work it out once it's typed out. It'd probably be better because we probably can't see letters for the lines and all that sort of thing. So if I dictate it to them, then we can see it in print with the spaces in and not just lines, and we'll probably be able to think about it more then. To obtain then the next scene.
Well, having word processed, this is what they came up with. Take from the colour of envy a clue, and not from any other will do. Time on this verse is time ill spent, about as pointless or helpful as a bus trip to Kent. Take the second word and it will be seen. The clue that you need is where you've been.
Where did we start off? We started off in Burnham House, yes? And we're taking the room, but we might not need the room. It might just be the general area. So that gives us house.
House?
Yes.
Yeah. Greenhouse.
Greenhouse.
Environmental friendly.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouse.
Of course. Oh, yeah.
Well done, you've got it right. You're off to the greenhouse. But before you do that, you've got to pick one of these three objects. We have a cigar case, an empty cassette case, and a mirror. So, take your pick.
Yeah.
The tape box, huh? Well, I personally would have taken the mirror. But then, I do like to look at myself. Ha-ha! And here we are at the greenhouse. Stan has left another clue here. Will they find it? Will they understand it? Let's see. Well, with Stan's Zobite flares, the clues weren't really that hard to spot.
Wait until the spot because I've finished.
There's a tape. You lot, there's tape here.
Another three objects, none of which look helpful. But then again, we still don't know whether the tape box they chose last time was the right thing.
Wait till we see what's in that can.
Yeah, because that may influence what we have to pick up.
Yeah, come on, let's go on.
What's it got in it? Hold on.
Ah, well, they seem to be working well. But will it be one of these?
There's a map. Hold on. And something says go to the gymnasium.
Hang on.
It's a
Is
mirror.
it?
Right. We did need the mirror.
We would have needed the mirror.
And that says, do not...
Hang on. It says,
Do not
do not discard me.
That means it's probably quite important. In fact, I can already recognise one thing on here that I've seen on the map of the grounds.
Boo. Oi, you lot. Right, have you sussed it?
Yeah.
Right, what thing are you taking then?
We gotta take the tape because of the cassette case and it might give us a next clue.
Right. Well, I'm off for a portion of Astro Burger and chips. You have whatever you're having, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Mik the Martian is the character. He could be around with me any day of the week. I think he's great. I mean, the way he moves around as well. He's only crashed once.
So, Saturday morning, back at Mission Control. And it's straight in with the first clue.
It's
an
got
envelope.
letters.
What's in it?
It's an envelope with letters in it. Maybe you have to arrange them in a word or something. Yeah.
Hang on. Out of.
Out
of something.
Out of what?
That's a whole word, that.
Out of
Out
the...
of the-
Oh, there's a picture of the window. Sarah, look out that window, see if there's anything out there.
There is.
What is it?
There's it says Crystal Point on it.
Crystal Point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's two
Hold on.
cones and an arrow pointing up.
Is
and
there
it says,
anything like that mentioned
there's a
on the map?
welly. There's a pair of wellies there.
Crystal Point it was then. But before we left, I offered them another three objects. A video cassette box, a spade and a dining room table. They chose the video cassette box.
Folks, there's a tin in the wellies. There's a message tin in the wellies.
Is there?
Yeah.
Get it out there.
Give us it.
Lammet.
Anything else?
Let Emily open it.
Yeah, be my guest. Try.
Go for that.
Yay!
Hello? What is it? What is it? I can't see.
Letter from, to you, from Stan.
To me?
Stan, the suave spaceman.
To me, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all torn up and that.
Well, you better hang on to it, 'cause with my space gloves on, I can't hold anything. What else have we got in it?
There's a big letter, which
A
is...
big letter.
Read it out.
Which is which or where is where? Does the Martian really care? Can you catch a sunbeam or any beam? Careful, you could be framed.
Framed.
No idea what
Framed.
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 Picture frame.
Yeah, something to do with
Pictures.
pictures.
Well, it could be pictures,
No, look.
or a climbing frame in our old friend the gymnasium, or there's also a climbing frame in the adventure playground. Which way will they go?
Where does a Martian really care?
Dear Mick, I'm bored of these kids trying to look for my power pack. I've heard that I have? There is. Strange, he can't write, you know. There is some adventure to be had. Yours, Super Stan. Cosmic. You. See if you can make anything of that, because that's completely beyond me. There is some adventure to be had. I thought we were having... Oh, oh, that's really easy to read, isn't it? There. It's not flying anywhere. No, you still can't.
Hang on.
Yeah, the adventure playground. What about that?
Yours, Super Stan.
Yeah.
Really, why I just called it the clothing frame.
Trickle or book.
Wow,
French. Whoa.
Great. Trickle or... Hang on, look, there's a message on the hat and it says...
It's probably all in
What's it
French,
say?
we've got to translate it.
Says, look around here well. Don't get tired or you could be bunkered. One cylinder too far sounds like June, not Jilly.
What does it say? What does the sign say? 'Cause I can't see it.
Do not step foot in this area.
Step
Where's
foot.
his hat?
Ah, well, we're all right, because we can get in, because we don't step foot anywhere, do we? Yay!
Go on, Pauline, go, you can go.
So Pauline was able to get up there, and there were loads of clues and one large problem.
It's in French.
Look up OEUS.
Well, don't forget, there seems to be an awful lot of sand hinting here. Sand, kind of
Sand
sand
pit over
pit.
there.
But there could be something buried in it.
Okay, let's go have a look.
Yep, come on, let's go to the sand pit. There better be something in this sand pit, I tell you. That's when I see Stan, he's going to get a good smack round the chops.
See what you mean by having a slow one.
Well, this is definitely a place where one of the objects could be a great help. Wouldn't life be easy if they had this?
Oh, please, can we
Well, when you suddenly find, oh no, we picked the wrong one, we have to wait for Mick to come along. We go, grovel, grovel, can we have the such and such, please, please? And then in the end, he gets fed up with all our grovelling and gives it to us.
Oh, please, that's enough grovelling. I think the grovelling's getting boring now, actually. There you go.
I think this may have been something in the way of a red herring, quite honestly.
Dig in that corner, please.
What? Whereabouts?
There.
Here?
Yeah.
See my moon hands.
I think we need to go back.
Whereabouts?
There.
There. Oh, yuck! Ugh, gross.
Here's the control.
Yeah, I can see.
There's a leather thing.
Dig here.
Sticking out.
What do you think was in there?
What's in there?
Brilliant. Can I have a look?
18 is A and
18 is R.
give it to Johan. He's
Five
good
is
at
E.
that sort of
Yeah,
thing.
he's brilliant at math.
Have you got your calculator?
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L,
O. What's the 13th?
13 is...
Come.
I don't know.
Computer room.
Well, once in the computer room, they found another clue. And again, they decided to sort it out on the word processor. After much hard work, it led them to... guess where?
I felt quite bad with myself and everything. I thought if it happened again, then we'd be losing time.
Once again, the gym was red herring time. So they went back to mission control to search out yet another clue.
Behind the curtain.
Plastic ball.
Is it behind the dartboard? I don't know. Look behind the dartboard. No. Oh, we got his pipe.
And everybody aimed for the sofas. And on reflection, this was not a good idea because the sort of container clue is in, you can't really wedge under a sofa without it looking obvious. Then Danny said, hang on, go and look over to the bookcase, I think. So Sarah went over because it's a bit of a tight squeeze for wheelchairs around there. And she was looking through books, and then I think it was Danny came over and said, look over there. And she hadn't been looking because it wasn't on her eye level, whereas Danny, being lower, could see it, and she couldn't because she was looking higher up. So we found it.
What is
A
it?
point.
Oh, cool.
What's it from?
It's like this had to do with a twist of pine.
What do you think we'll find?
I don't know, we'll have to find
Yeah.
out, won't we?
Shall I look in the dustbin?
Oh,
What?
the one is it?
What, this one?
Yeah. A tail! A tail!
If I could get it out. There you go, Danny, take it out.
See what you shall find.
Have you
Have
found
you found
anything?
anything? What?
This! We'll bring it up and show it to you.
It was the other half of the map they'd found in the greenhouse. And on the back, there was a divine revelation, or rather, another poem. Time is the essence, they say, and now I fervently pray you'll not all fall in the lurch, but go straight to ... It was also a grovelling for objects time again. I was enjoying it, so I spun it out a bit this time. So long, in fact, that the only object I could offer them that was any use was a torch. We have nothing like this on Zob. And it scares me to death, so I'm off. Anyway, let's see if they survive tonight. I shall return tomorrow to find out how they've done. What am I doing?
I didn't like it. It was too spooky for my
Yeah, but
liking.
there's an envelope.
But everybody else seemed to ignore that and kept telling me to shut up and stop being so silly. So eventually I did, and I got used to it.
We're on. Maybe we just stay here.
Well, it's very scary because it was all dark and torches were very dim.
What does it say? That's the same as the other one. Oh, look, there's an envelope in the back. Let's see what's in it.
It's got a
Yeah, those cross on inside it. On Coronation Street, we've all seen Mavis. Unlikely she'll move to Newton Davis, or will she?
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, there is a Newton Davies Hall next to Mission Control.
Worked hard and you've been in some holes. Take my advice, the Mission Control.
And there is Mission Control.
You've had wrong clues, you've had the blues, but go tomorrow where you wear sports shoes. That's the gym again. That's the gym again. That's the gym again.
So it's a choice of 3. They've got until tomorrow morning then to decide which one to go for.
Brilliant. Look, there's a key. There's a key.
Yeah, and anything else?
There's this, which says take this to the pool.
Well, they've decided that the last clue leads them here, to the swimming pool. But I wonder, could it be one of these?
There are the boxes. Go and get them.
Come on, the grass.
Move it.
Move it. Go on, quick.
Straight under.
Straight under. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on.
It's a little tape. It might say something on it. Play it. Play it. No. Play. Play.
Well done. You have succeeded in all of the tests. However, you won't be able to complete the final part until you ring this number. 08.
Hello.
Hello, Pauline. What are you ringing me for?
Find out the last clue.
Well, have you got the dictaphone? Have you got the dictaphone? Well, in that case, you've solved it, because the dictaphone is Stan's power pack.
Oh, no.
There you go, guys. You've done it. You've saved Stan. Thanks a lot. Woo. Well, they've done it. They've succeeded. I've got the power pack. I'm off home to Zob to give it to Stan. Have fun and live a long time. Whee! So, I'll be back. Maybe.